Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I've gone and gathered the 7 best creature mods in Ark Survival Evolved for your own single player world or unofficial servers. I've used all of these and some I even use in my own server that I play on with my mates. I don't want the video to be too long, so I won't go super in depth, and I'll just provide an overview of these mods and their contents so you can get a little taste and decide for yourself whether or not they are worth trying out. These 7 mods are fairly popular. If you know them all and you're looking for some newer mods that are less popular, I could make another video on that in the future. Let me know what you think. The links to all of these on the Steam Workshop will be listed down below. Let's get into it. So we're starting off today with one of the most popular mods in all of Ark, and it is undoubtedly one of the most detailed and fitting mods on the entire workshop. Garuga, the creator of this mod, puts a lot of time into each dino. This includes the model, animations, and practicality. This mod doesn't include that many dinos compared to some others, but they all feel like they belong in the game perfectly as they all have a purpose and use within the world. You can see here that the mod includes a bunch of creatures, including a giant sea turtle you can use to gather biotoxin, a huge croc that basks in the sun and needs to be passive fed while it's basking that comes with a charge up mega bite ability, as well as being able to quickly turn on the spot both passively and aggressively. You do also get a giant fish that has the ability to jump out of the water and chomp people, as well as being able to pick things up within its mouth. The creatures are all insanely detailed, and the creator takes time with each and every one. The best news is that he is still working on the mod and has been for 3 years. Now you can see on screen now there is a Brachiosaurus, a large carnivore with a gorgeous model that gets adrenaline buffs and can shoulder charge other animals. There's also a medium-sized carnivore that can swim through sand and jump through the air that resides in the deserts of numerous Ark maps. And lastly, there's a smaller dino who uses water or snow to build up a freeze breath that he can use to freeze things. Now if you use this on your own dinos, it actually gives them extra defense, which is super cool. And I can't ignore the spit this thing has, which deals torpor damage and could be used to knock out animals for taming. RKid Assets is an excellent mod and is very fleshed out with completely original ideas and concepts, and out of everything in this video, it deserves to be here the most in my opinion. This mod is a must pick for your Ark server. Now for the second mod in this video, I want to introduce you to the Dragon mod. Now this mod is simple and small and implements a new dragon creature into the game as a competitor to the very dominant wyverns. The dragons in this mod are very strong once you've got your own, and they possess the ability to lay down and regenerate stamina and health very quickly. They can also breathe fire, strafe in mid-air, swim through the water, and they can even nosedive like a griffin. Not to mention, they can spin like a pteranodon without losing much stam at all, although that is kinda broken. Now the mod isn't perfect, it hasn't been updated sadly since September last year and does come with a few bugs, so please keep that in mind. Those bugs do include taking fall damage sometimes when you're landing, they rest sometimes in midair or get stuck underwater when they're trying to follow you, and for whatever reason you go for a swim. If you do implement this mod in a server, I do highly recommend combining it with the simple spawners mod and making them incredibly hard to obtain, as they are a game changer. This mod is fun and I recommend it to anyone with a PvE or single player server. Now another awesome mod to add some extra flavor to the wildlife is Atlas imports, or Animals of Atlas. While not as detailed as the Ark Editions mod for example, it pulls assets from Atlas, another game by the same devs, so the animals do feel right at home. The creatures have had some changes made to them, and some have had some little added abilities and functions that you can find on the Steam Workshop page if you're interested. Most of these animals are modern day creatures present in real life, such as bears, penguins, and whales. But they all carry small differences that set them apart from similar animals already in the game, like bears and wolves. It's a nice mod to add some extra content to your server, but if you already have creature mods already, this might add a little too much content. This mod is still being updated as of May 2021, and apparently has more animals coming on the way. Now I'm going to pause right here and quickly mention before we get into the next mod, if you're wanting to create a server of your own, whether it be public or a private server, I'm now partnered with Shockbyte, an awesome server hosting provider that I recommend. If you want to start up your own server with a 25% discount, you can check that out through the link in my bio. Back to the video. Now, a smaller and pretty sweet creature mod is the Griffins mod by Griff. This mod slightly changes Griffins by adding 3 variants. These variants are the Mountain Griffin, which replaces the original, the Arctic Griffin, which is a different color and is found usually with higher stam than the normal Griffin, but less health and weight to make up for it. And lastly, my favorite part of this mod is the Pygmy Griffin, which is a tiny version that you can find around the map and carry on your shoulder. This mod does also come with an armored saddle, speed leveling, breeding, and a nest for hatching griffin eggs. Next up we have the RKid Assets mod. This one will add a bunch of assets that are hidden inside the dev kit and remap some other stuff to work differently. Some examples you'll find are 2 new tech dinos, being the Tech Giga and the Tech Mosasaurus. Both of these look insane, and the mod also adds in a tameable forest wyvern, very similar to a fire but a different design and slightly different maneuverability, a tameable Alpha Rex, and permanently tamed Liapleurodon. As well as these, you'll get some extra dinos like the Argentinosaurus, a super large Brachiosaurus style creature, and you'll get smaller and faster variants of trikes and patchies in the form of the Stira and the Stiggy. Overall, it's a pretty neat mod, adds some very subtle but welcome changes to your Ark world, and I very much appreciate that. Now for the last 2 mods on this list, I thought I would combine them into one as they are similar and of course made by the same creator. These are 2 more mods that do use the assets from Atlas, but add different variations and uses for the creatures with unique custom looks. These mods are the RR Star Animals and the RR Star Farm Animals mods. Some of the creatures you'll find in the Star Animals includes a hammerhead shark, shieldhorn, leatherwing, ostrich, and razor tooth. All of these creatures have variations that can be found throughout the wild, and they look awesome. These variations include the Star Animal, Fire Star Animal, and the Glow Star Animal. The Star Farm Animals mod is the same with creatures such as the cat, chicken, cow, and bull, the horse, pig, rabbit, and sheep. These animals are unique and have little buffs and abilities that they can use, like the cat giving you a crafting buff, the rabbit giving you a speed buff, and the cows producing milk over time, just to name a few. Of course, you can check these out for yourself over on the Steam Workshop page, link in the video description. Now they are 7 of the best creature mods I have used in Ark Survival Evolved as of 2021. There are of course some other decent mods out there, but sadly a lot of them are no longer supported. If this video was helpful or enjoyable, please let me know by slapping a like on the video and maybe even leaving a comment. If you want more videos like this, feel free to subscribe. You can always change your mind in the future. Thanks again, stay safe out there, and I'll catch you later. Peace.